Dutch philosopher Baruch Spinoza was of Portuguese Sephardic Jewish ancestry. One of the most prominent advocates of rationalism in the 17th century and one of the earliest and most influential theorists of the Enlightenment. Nothing in nature is by chance. Something appears to be chance only because of our lack of knowledge. Men believe themselves to be free, simply because they are conscious of their actions, and unconscious of the causes whereby those actions are determined. When a man is prey to his emotions, he is not his own master. Freedom is absolutely necessary for the progress in science and the liberal arts. Minds are not conquered by force, but by love and high-mindedness. Big fish eat small fish with as much right as they have power. Sadness diminishes a man's powers. We feel and know that we are eternal. Ambition is the immoderate desire for power. To give aid to every poor man is far beyond the reach and power of every man. Care of the poor is incumbent on society as a whole. Things are not more or less perfect, according as they delight or offend human senses, or according as they are serviceable or repugnant to mankind. If facts conflict with a theory, either the theory must be changed or the facts. All things excellent are as difficult as they are rare. No matter how thin you slice it, there will always be two sides. Freedom is absolutely necessary for the progress in science and the liberal arts. None are more taken in by flattery than the proud, who wish to be the first and are not. God is the indwelling and not the transient cause of all things. The true aim of government is liberty. Love is nothing but joy with the accompanying idea of an external cause. Everywhere truth becomes a casualty through hostility or servility when despotic power is in the hands of one or few. Sin cannot be conceived in a natural state, but only in a civil state, where it is decreed by common consent what is good or bad. An entire people will never transfer its rights to a few people or to one person if they can reach an agreement among themselves. If you want the present to be different from the past, study the past. A society will be more secure, stable and less exposed to fortune, which is founded and governed mainly by people of wisdom and vigilance. If you want the present to be different from the past, study the past. A society will be more secure, stable and less exposed to fortune, which is founded and governed mainly by people of wisdom and vigilance. Emotional distress and unhappiness have their origin mostly in excessive love toward a thing subject to considerable instability. Desire nothing for yourself, which you do not desire for others. In isolation no one has the strength to defend themselves and acquire the necessities of life. God does not exist for an end, and so God does not act for an end. Knowledge of God is the mind's greatest good, its greatest virtue is to know God. Don't look for me outside, you won't find me. Find me inside. There I'm beating in you. Healthy people take pleasure in food and thus enjoy a better life than those who eat to merely avoid death. The proper study of a wise man is not how to die. Fear cannot be without hope nor hope without fear. Superstition is founded on ignorance. I have made a ceaseless effort not to ridicule, not to bewail, not to scorn human actions, but to understand them. All happiness or unhappiness solely depends upon the quality of the object to which we are attached by love. The greatest pride, or the greatest despondency, is the greatest ignorance of oneself. Fame has also this great drawback, that if we pursue it, we must direct our lives so as to please the fancy of men. Emotion, which is suffering, ceases to be suffering as soon as we form a clear and precise picture of it.